Hello guys. Here now with new engine. New engine I've been working on. It's called the JDD engine. It's based off the GQE engine off the it's called the SFML webpage. It's made entirely using C++ and SFML, and it's so far what you're seeing right now is just the tester for the engine. It's not the engine itself. This is the test all the engine parts. First thing we have the movement, animate. Well, first thing you have movement, and other things are animation, collision, audio, and benchmark. Now, the first four are done. The benchmark is not done yet, but I'll show you the first four now. First we have movement. Now, movement is simply a test display, movement of simple paths. If I ever need to add different paths or something, like if I needed to add like a sine wave path or a orbital path, I could actually, use that to use this system to test it just by editing the source file. If we go back, we can see that let's actually start with collision next. Collision is very simple. It's just not hitting a block, and it's a bit off right now. It's like a pixel off, so like pixel wrong direction. But other than that, it's working flawlessly. I love it. It was actually a very simple fix for me actually to fix what the animation, not the animation, the collision. Yeah, and also if you look in the corner, notice this is frames per second and updates per second. That's FPS and UPS. The reason there's two different numbers there is because the frames run at a different rate. Like when it's displayed is different than when it's updated. And this is the first time I've ever done something like this. It was actually started in the engine. I added to it in the original engine, but I like the idea of having the game update faster than the game's actually displayed. Therefore, you get more thinking done. Because when you think about it, if you leave the update back to FPS, you're actually holding it back. But this way, it can think faster than it's actually being drawn. I really like that idea and how it works. Okay, next we have animation tests. Here we have the same thing as the movement tests, except they're animated. We have a little moon or sphere or whatever you call it, lighted sphere, moon, whatever, and that's just a sprite sheet that's just being repeated over and over. We can move it around and actually looks good and stuff. All right, and finally we have the audio test. Here we have it. It's called audio test. You press 1 or 2 to play a sound. I'll press 1, press 2. Then we can start a song by pressing 3. Then we can stop it pressing 4. And that's about it. The benchmark isn't done yet. The benchmark is just going to be a massive combination of all of these to see how much. Basically, benchmark's kind of just for fun to see how much stuff we can put on the screen out of the speakers before it, explodes. So I'm gonna come up with a good number of things that I'm probably gonna load like certain amount of images, and out of each image have a certain amount drawn on the screen, playing a certain amount of sound effects at the same time. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hectic, but it'll be a good way to see numbers on get numbers down on how many things they can have on the screen at once. Well, that's about it. Yep, that's about all I have. So, thanks.